The man started to create wonders from ancient time onwards through his unique power of creativity. When you look around, you can see many man-made wonders that meet the spirit and artistic power. Today, we will check out 10 greatest man-made wonders in the world. Number 10. Parthenon. The Parthenon on top of the Acropolis is one of the most famous buildings in the world, and a visit to Athens is not complete without visiting this temple. The construction of the Parthenon started in the year 447 BC, replacing the older temple that was destroyed by the Persians and completed in 432 BC. The purpose of the Parthenon was to house a massive statue of Athena Parthenos, made from ivory, silver, and gold. Sometime in the 5th century, the statue was looted by one of the Roman emperors and taken to Constantinople, where it was later destroyed. During its long life, the Parthenon has also served as a fortress, a church, a mosque, and as a powder magazine. Number 9. Easter Island. The world-famous moai are monolithic statues located on Easter Island, one of the most isolated islands on Earth. The statues were carved by the Polynesian colonizers of the island, mostly between circa 1250 AD and 1500 AD. In addition to representing deceased ancestors, the moai were also regarded as the embodiment of powerful living or former chiefs. The tallest moai erected, called Pero, was also 10 meters, 33 feet high, and weighed 75 tons. The statues were still standing when Europeans first visited the island, but most would be cast down during later conflicts between clans. Number 8. Taj Mahal. India's most iconic and symbolic monument ever, listed on World Wonders list repeatedly. This marvelous monument, constructed entirely using white marble. Taj Mahal, built by Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan in the loving memory of his wife, Mumtaz. It took 22 years for the completion of this beautiful monument, also listed in the World Heritage Site. The Taj Mahal is an immense mausoleum of white marble built between 1632 and 1653 by order of the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan in memory of his favorite wife. The Taj is one of the most well-preserved and architecturally beautiful tombs in the world, one of the masterpieces of Mughal architecture, and one of the great sites of the world's heritage. Called a teardrop on the cheek of eternity, the monument is actually an integrated complex of structures. Besides the white domed marble mausoleum, it includes several other beautiful buildings reflecting pools and extensive ornamental gardens with flowering trees and bushes. Interesting facts about Taj Mahal. Used combination of Indian, Islamic, and Persian style of architecture for Taj Mahal. Taj Mahal appears in different colors at different time intervals of a day. All sides of Taj Mahal are perfectly identical. Can find many precious stones within the walls of Taj Mahal. Situated in 17 hectares, surrounded by beautiful gardens. Number 7. Colosseum. The Colosseum is the largest and most famous amphitheater ever built in the Roman Empire. Its construction was started by Emperor Vespasian of the Flavian dynasty in 72 AD and was finished by his son Titus in 80 AD. During the Colosseum's opening ceremonies, spectacles were held for hundreds of days, which 5,000 animals and 2,000 gladiators were killed. The Colosseum was capable of holding some 50,000 spectators, who could enter the building through no less than 80 entrances. Spectators were protected from the rain and heat of the sun by sails called velarium around the top of the attic. It is one of Rome's most popular tourist attractions and has become an iconic symbol of Imperial Rome. Interesting facts about Colosseum of Rome. It took more than 9 years to complete the work of the Colosseum. It estimates 100,000 cubic meters of marbles used for the creation of the Colosseum. The dangerous natural disasters like earthquake make huge changes in the appearance of the Colosseum. Number 6. Angkor. Angkor Wat is a vast temple complex featuring the magnificent remains of several capitals of the Khmer Empire from the 9th to the 15th century AD. These include the famous Angkor Wat Temple, the world's largest single religious monument, and the Bayon Temple at Angkor Thom, with its multitude of massive stone faces. During its long history, Angkor went through many changes in religion, converting between Hinduism and Buddhism several times. It has become a symbol of Cambodia, appearing on its national flag, and it is the country's prime attraction for visitors. Interesting fact about Angkor Wat: spread across 400 square kilometers, known as City Temple. Marvelous carvings of 3,000 heavenly nymphs upon the walls. Number 5. Teotihuacan. In the 2nd century BC, a new civilization arose in the Valley of Mexico. The civilization built the flourishing metropolis of Teotihuacan and its huge step pyramids. The Pyramid of the Sun was built around 100 AD and is 75 meters, 246 feet high, making it the largest building in Teotihuacan and one of the largest in Mesoamerica. The construction of the smaller Pyramid of the Moon started a century later and was finished in 450 AD. 7 centuries after the demise of the Teotihuacan Empire, the pyramids were honored and utilized by the Aztecs and became a place of pilgrimage. Number 4. Petra. Petra, the fabled rose-red city, half as old as time, was the ancient capital of the Nabatean Kingdom. It is without a doubt Jordan's most valuable treasure and greatest tourist attraction. A vast, unique city carved into the side of the Wadi Musa Canyon centuries ago by Nabateans, who turned it into an important junction for the silk and spice routes that linked China, India, and southern Arabia with Egypt, Greece, and Rome. The most elaborate building in Petra is Al Khazna, the treasury, carved out of a sandstone rock face. Its massive facade dwarfs everything around it. Number 3. Machu Picchu. One of the most beautiful and impressive ancient sites in the world, Machu Picchu was rediscovered in 1911 by Hawaiian historian Aram after it lay hidden for centuries above the Urubamba Valley. The lost city of the Incas is invisible from below and completely self-contained, surrounded by agricultural terraces and watered by natural springs. Although known locally, it was largely unknown to the outside world before being rediscovered in 1911. Since then, Machu Picchu has become the most important tourist attraction in Peru. Located in the eastern Cordillera of southern Peru on a 7,970-foot mountain ridge, Machu Picchu is a 15th century Inca citadel. Number 2. Great Wall of China. The Great Wall of China, built, rebuilt, and maintained between the 5th century BC and the 16th century to protect the northern borders of the Chinese Empire from the attack of the Xiongnu tribes. Several walls have been built that were referred to as the Great Wall. One of the most famous is the wall built between 220 and 206 BC by the first emperor of China, but little of that wall remains. The majority of the existing wall were built during the Ming Dynasty, 1368 to 1644 AD. The most comprehensive archaeological survey was recently concluded that the entire Great Wall, with all of its branches, stretch for 8,851.8 kilometers, 5,500.3 miles. Number 1. Pyramids of Giza. The Giza necropolis, situated in the immediate vicinity of the southwestern suburbs of Cairo, is probably the most famous ancient site in the world. The pyramids in Giza were built over the span of 3 generations by Khufu, his second reigning son Khafre, and Menkaure. The Great Pyramid of Khufu is the oldest and sole remnant of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Over 2 million blocks of stone were used to construct the pyramid during a 20-year period concluding around 2560 BC. The pyramid is an awe-inspiring 139 meters, 455 feet high, making it the largest pyramid in Egypt, although nearby Khafre's pyramid appears to be larger as it is built at a higher elevation. Interesting facts about Great Pyramid of Giza. Constructed using 2,300,000 stones that weigh up to 50 tons. Curvature within the faces of this pyramid also exactly matches with the radius of Earth. Discovered 3 chambers inside the Pyramid of Giza, Chamber of the Kings and Queens, and also one unfinished chamber. Have many rooms and constant temperature inside the Pyramid of Giza. The entire pyramid covered using limestones. Do let us know in the comments if you have visited any of them. Please subscribe to Travel the World. Thanks for watching.